recent clip from DJ Akademiks where he, I guess, interviews or has a sit down to have a conversation with Brittany Renner. More Brittany Renner content.
That boy DJ Akademiks loves a red cup. He always sipping on Hennessy out that cup.
So let's just watch the clip, see how far we get, and let's just react. I'm not trying to watch the whole 8 minutes through. If you want to pause it and react, that's the whole point.
Ugh.
All right. Start it off, Ian.
2016 and 20.
He probably don't even know he's going to like the fuck. Was he in the league at that time?
Oh,
he was still at Kentucky.
Yeah, he's learning a little bit.
And you're Brittany Renner, who he's seen all over the fucking media with these people.
Okay, so this is what I really get so fucking annoyed about is like, so when do you as men take accountability? You're old enough to ride this ride. You want to fuck with me. You want to come at me. You want to fuck me raw. So why are we babying men who make decisions for themselves? Like I told you, I was on birth control up until I had a conversation with my baby father. So what do you think happened? So I imagine I gotta leg lock him. No, let me.
The maturity of men and women are different.
No, stop. No, it's because men and women.
Pause. I don't think that's the point, though. I think the only point is no one's, at least when we talked about it, no one's really babying him. Like I even was trying to make the argument that he's an adult, he should have known better, and you're like at 22, like he still should have known better, but we can't associate too much of, I guess, what, an adult mentality.
You know how two things can be true? Y'all could have both be wrong. Like,
yeah,
you approached the situation with a predatorial view, and
I can agree
he
with
was dumb enough to fall for it. But you go ahead.
Yeah.
Y'all want to look at a 20-year-old who wanted to fuck. I was 26 when I met him. You want to fuck with me? Here's what it is. Nope. Like, stop acting like someone had to pull the wool over his eyes. I was exactly who I am right now. And stop. Let me finish. I have no reason.
Yeah, he's just like, yo.
I have no reason.
No, she's on full defense mode, bro. She's not having a conversation. She's defending
the person that I am, and I believe in full transparency. The ideal relationship to me is for my partner to know everything about me. So please stop playing this victim narrative. If you wanted to just fuck me and just say she's trophy pussy, I hit Brittany Renner, that's that. Why did we have a baby? Our baby's name is Paul Jermaine Washington III. Does that sound like an oops baby? Does that sound like someone who was bamboozled? You asked me to move in with you. You wanted me to have your child at 22 years old. And here we are.
Is she forgetting what kind of video she's posted?
I'm okay to wait. I'm not in a rush. I'm a very spiritual person. I trust in divine timing. I know.
Pause.
No, I don't think she's forgetting it because she hasn't stated anything that isn't a fact yet, but she's purposely leaving out context.
Okay.
Because she hasn't. I mean, he knew what he was doing. If he asked her to move in, then he did do that. Then like, if the kid wasn't an accident, but I don't think the actual conversation's about the kid. I think the conversation's about the fact that they got it. She asked for a divorce so quickly. It seemed like it's
everything. The divorce so quickly, and then the content she's posted pre and post relationship.
Nobody thinks you were in love with him for real.
Let's keep going. For real, that's the question. No,
that's the real thing.
No, I'm not trying to. I just told you. Were you? I was. I thought that was my guy. And, like, I don't know why it's so hard for y'all to believe that. Like, in my mind, it's crazy to me.
You should know why it's hard for us to believe.
Yeah, I agree with you, right?
Crickets. The age gap between Lori Harvey and Michael B. Jordan, it's crickets.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all don't have the same energy.
Lori
Harvey's 24.
Are these people, is the guy older or is the girl older?
She's saying she's about to mention.
Or she's just talking about the age gap period.
She age gap. She's about to mention Future, Jordan, whatever his name is, Jordan B.
Peters? No.
What's she just said his name?
She did. I forgot. The guy from Panther, right?
Yeah, Michael B. Jordan.
Michael B. Jordan. I said Jordan B. Michael.
Yeah.
What's it called? Michael B. Jordan, Future, and Jay-Z's age differences when two of them dated Lori Harvey, and Jay-Z and Beyonce's age difference. Hold on, though. First and foremost, none of those men have those women on the hook for anything monetary, any financial gain. So the thing that she's forgetting is there's two things that people are assuming. one, she never loved him, and that with that assumption comes you did it for the money. So it's not you tricked him into having the baby and none of that shit. We believe he wanted those things, but we also believe that you pretended to be in love, and that's what incentivized him to want those things. So when she points out the difference between the age and Beyonce and all these guys, there's no difference if it was vice versa, but we think she did it for monetary gain. Those people, I mean, sad enough to say, I'm not trying to say anything sexist, Jay-Z had more money than Beyonce. Future had more money than Lori. Jordan had more money than Lori. So it's not her just saying it's about the age. She's choosing specific things to fight about that nobody's really arguing. Like,
well, her previous videos were all about her like entrapping people, right? Like how to do it.
Exactly.
I think that's what she doesn't understand. Like maybe even if she's right in the situation and she actually felt the things that she's talking about or went through the commitments that she's like explaining, her previous content goes completely against it. So if that was a fake and a front, I mean, you got to sleep in the bed you made.
Exactly.
And I think that's kind of the issue with it.
And then she's acting oblivious. So that's why I said she's not standing. She hasn't lied yet. She's just ignoring all of the context. Like, why would we think that of you? Because you told us to.
Yeah,
you went to a college campus.
Back.
Went to a college campus and you said hide your sons. Like, that's why they think.
Not only that, if you want to get rich in this world and go on a come up, fucking athlete, they're dumb.
Fucking NBA player, specifically, is what she said.
Yeah, she did say that.
So like, that's why I'm confused. Like this, like. Anyway,
that's why Homeboy has that look right now. Where he's just like.
There's a 10-year age gap between her and Michael B. Jordan. Stop. But y'all picking. What's the age gap?
No. Not talking about.
What's the age gap?
Hold
on.
No,
and he too drunk to even have the conversation.
And also, like,
she's fought this fight before, man. Look how fast she was at reacting.
But this is also a losing argument she wants to say about the age gap because it's not. I don't know if it's wrong to make this point, but socially wrong for an older man to date a younger woman depending on the age gap or the age. Like if she's 26, like you're saying, or not her, but I'm pretty sure if she was 20, she'd be okay with dating an older man, and it wouldn't be stigmatized.
Oh, do you think the age gap is a problem?
No, I don't.
Like between her and him.
But I'm saying her argument is a weak argument. Like I don't understand her point in this. The argument isn't the fact that she's trying to claim she's not a predator. Because I guess I'm having this conversation too early. Should have waited. But she's getting flack for obviously her being older and him being younger because of having a baby, playing him like we just established that we honestly kind of think she did, taking advantage. And because of that, it's predatorial behavior because she's older and he's younger.
She's denying one part of the crime. So this is the equivalent of two people committing a murder. One person committing a murder and another person being there an accessory to the murder, but not actually committing the crime. And the person that was there's defense being, I didn't pull the trigger. I didn't pull the trigger. I didn't pull the trigger. Yeah, you didn't, but you were still an accessory to the crime. And the crime in this point being financial manipulation. It seems like people are saying she manipulated a situation, made a guy think she was in love, or even entrapped him into being in love or whatever to get the money. If the relationship went its natural course of things and it just didn't work out and they're just in the situation they're in because of that, which is what she's trying to say, that's fine. But it looks how quickly the divorce happened, like it just looks like you got plan A, plan B. You got a kid, plan A, plan B, you divorced him so you can get what is it, alimony or whatever the fuck it's called. Yeah, so like you got child support and alimony checks coming in. I don't know how you don't see how easily people could come to those conclusions. That's where her lack of like, even if it's not real, yeah, even if she knows that's not the fact, for her to sit there and say she doesn't know why people have come to these conclusions, now you know she's lying.
Well, does she ever actually get to the money? Like, she's not talking about the money. She's just talking about the age gap.
Exactly.
And the age gap is subjective according to like cultures, people, whatever, and like obviously like, you know, the court of law with them being under 18 and stuff like that. But she's only fighting this one angle, and it's just like that's not the main angle. Like that's not the main thing that
nobody's complaining
should be defending.
about that.
Yeah.
All right, play it in.
Okay,
It's
so
like, hold on.
if something doesn't
Yo,
work for me, then why would I sit?
If someone's 32, and we've
And
seen
he
this,
falling for
We've
it.
seen it with Jay-Z and Beyonce. Address
sipping
them.
on some
Hennessy.
Address them.
Talking
This is
about
off
When
the
did
record.
Beyonce-
You don't
okay.
care. Address them.
when did Beyonce have a child by Jay-Z?
When did they start dating?
It didn't matter
What's
about
the
the date.
age gap?
Nobody's
What's the
caring about
age
it.
gap?
Hold on.
What's the age gap?
The age gap is significant. However,
Oh, it
okay,
is.
hear what I'm saying. It's
Nobody
not
wants
about
to talk
that.
about any of this shit.
You got the like.
Fucking
You
Jay-Z
have,
Because I'm
and
the fucking
Beyonce.
problem.
Wait, hold on, pause it. This has nothing to do with nothing. That line pissed me off because listen, you talking about fucking Jay-Z and Beyonce, dog. What do you mean? Nobody's talking about this. You little bird on a little couch talking about some Jay-Z and Beyonce could watch this video 30 million times and you're so insignificant to them that an opinion probably wouldn't even form in their mind based off what you just said. Like they could hear their name, you say it, and you are so so small to them that literally an opinion would not. They would just continue moving on with their life. For you to even be mentioning these people, oh, nobody wants to talk about what we should bring Beyonce and Jay-Z to trial now. You two down here, put them in chains like fucking Cersei.
I mean, cancel culture's a thing, you know.
Yeah, all right.
Play.
You can't cancel $1 billion.
Like, if you
want
get-
to.
get his
That
leg.
If you're
was
this kid and
his
you're like
choice.
20 years old, you can
Pause.
look up all his videos and you can see like your mom literally argue as to
Oh my
like why your
God.
childbirth wasn't
I was
some
like,
kind of
Mom, you used to
entrapment.
be her.
Oh, man.
A funny guy.
Play.
I don't have to leg lock niggas. You want to fuck me raw and come at me? Accept what comes behind it. That
It's
child
even
was
on
planned.
both sides. If it was
That
a
child was
woman, if it was a
planned.
girl who just became 21 and a nigga who was 33 and she was pregnant,
But
or-
y'all ain't had nothing
that's
to say.
permanent
Y'all had nothing to
decisions.
say
It's not about
when
dating, it's
Diddy,
permanent.
when Diddy was with younger women.
She's saying
y'all
the
have
fact
nothing
about
to
that.
say when
But this is the thing. The y'all that you always want, it's her. People do this shit. The y'all that y'all want to speak on things is the crowd that you don't agree with. So it's what you're asking for is impossible. Because there are people who thought Diddy dating younger girls was shameful. Me. You know what I'm saying? But if I'm to talk with Brittany Renner right now, and I agree, I automatically disqualify myself because I agree with her. She doesn't want me to agree with her. She wants the person who doesn't agree with her to agree with her. But guess what happens when they agree with her? They're disqualified. She's asking for something that's I hate when people do that shit. All of a sudden, oh, but they name them. Who is the they? Name them. Because we in 2021 and them is actually people now. So like identify yourself. Who is they that you're always fucking talking about? They didn't say nothing about. Who is the they? Who is they? Your friends? You ain't hearing on what? Did you Google it? I'm sure if you Googled it, you would have seen people complaining. If you Google anything, you'll find somebody complaining about it. And there you go. Somebody complained about it. Somebody agreed with you. But instead, she wants to bring other people down to somehow make her resting place seem more on even ground. But no, it is not.
Future was with Lori Harvey. It's fucking crickets. No, I'm gonna say people's names because everybody in this motherfucking industry is scared to open their
But you
mouth.
not.
But y'all pick and choose.
Big
so
boss.
what
People
about
looked at
what
Drake.
about Future
People look
and
at-
his bitch now? What's the age gap with that?
Well,
Why
I mean,
is
she's
that not
comparing herself to
reason
these people like she's part of this industry.
And hold on. Question. What did Future's girlfriend do to her? Jesus Christ. Future's
people to throw under
bitch,
the
give
bus,
her a name.
I think she's trying to just deflect as much as possible, bring attention to other people outside of herself, and
That's exactly what's going on.
Could you imagine
Just
that
to
girl
redirect
watching
your
this
argument.
interview?
Did she just call me bitch?
What?
Play.
Oh, man.
eyebrows because
making
nobody
some noodles.
gives
I don't know what's going
a
on.
fuck about what men do. But let a woman be 6 years apart and I'm a fucking predator. Y'all are calling me R. Shelley. Y'all got all these memes.
yeah.
At the end of the day,
right.
Paul Jermaine Washington III is
Yeah,
my
I'm not gonna lie,
child's
that was
name.
funny.
So if people want to have their own opinion about our relationship, that's on you. I could call my baby father right now. He will laugh. He's not going to dispel any rumors because he loves this shit.
No,
but,
he's on Twitter subtweeting like, yo, I want to see my child.
He's allowed to.
Why aren't you letting him see his child? Let's talk about that. Because
see
first
his
of all,
child.
we already feel bad for him because we feel like before he could even get a max contract, you already got a kid.
So you guys feel bad for someone who moved me in and wanted to give me a baby and named it after him? That's what y'all feel bad about?
We feel like you were more in control of the situation than him.
Control is an illusion.
Yeah,
so what you're
control
saying?
is
if
an
a young woman who
illusion.
said, hey, listen, I met this celebrity at 19 and we start fucking around when we're 21. Even though if you're 21, we're going to feel bad for you because we know what fame and influence brings to someone. Especially with permanent decisions. Just dating, we'll give you a pass. But once you're having kids, you're getting married, of course, those are permanent decisions.
Okay, so
always
did
have
I make this
ramifications.
child myself, or did it take his nut to make this child?
Why you keep talking about the kid?
Oh, it did?
She's kind of gross, man.
I don't know how to
Dog.
do that.
And then let me tell you something.
Like the way
Let me
she
tell you something.
speaks, I'm just like, ugh.
If I got to 18 and I watched this interview and my mom keep calling me this child, son, this child, I swear to God, for the next 10 years, anytime I greet her, hey, this mom. Hey, y'all talking about this mom? Because what with this child? We named my child. She's told us the child's name 3 different times, but refuses to call the child by the child's name. She just keeps saying this child.
No, she says the name.
She doesn't say my child PJ.
No, she does.
Where?
She
Later?
Maybe later, but she ends up saying his full name, PJ Washington the Third or whatever. Like
No,
she tries to make the point that he even like wanted to name him the Third.
No.
He wanted
That's
this baby.
we're agreeing, but
I guess
we're not
there
agreeing.
yet.
She's saying that's the kid's name. She is not calling the kid by his name.
Oh, I see what you're saying. There's like a attachment to it.
This child, when she's talking about the kid, but then she uses the name like a fact, not I'm gonna call. You talking about PJ?
She's not defending the kid. She's defending herself.
She keeps saying this kid. Why not just say PJ? It's PJ.
Son.
My
Like,
son.
Yeah,
My son,
she
our
doesn't,
child.
Like, have, like ownership of it. She's like the boy that was made by the cock. Like, it's just kind of nasty, dude. Like, come on, like.
Yep. Play.
So he's just an object.
Yep.
That's what it seems like so far.
For extortion.
That's what it seems like so far. Like that's why. So how do you not realize why some people would assume these things? Anyway, yeah.
Well, do you know how? Do you know how? Do
He
you
could
know
have
how
probably
life?
told you like,
Do
I
you
don't
know how
want. I
life
don't
is
want to do it.
created? Do you know how life is
Yeah,
created?
but he could have told you I didn't want that show. He'll be like, yo,
So
hey,
he
listen,
didn't want a
that was
child, but he's
mistake.
gonna name him the third.
Yeah, after it's gonna happen because your body, your choice, right?
Oh no, I gave him the option. Whatever you want to do.
Yo, let's
I
put him in a
just-
throne room and we
if
start
you
saying the bastard.
Just call this nigga PJ Snow.
right now, you'd.
I would have agreed to it.
So you just.
He too drunk to even
wow, so now
maneuver
it's-
this conversation.
Well, it's his
Yo,
fault. What?
PJ Washington, I can't hold you down no more, man. Yo, we got.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
We were in a
Like I
real
don't know if I could
relationship,
engage
there
her
were
like
real
that either.
feelings.
Like I think he's just kind of like she's wanting me to up my energy to engage her because she's right now coming like with some high intense confrontational energy right now, and I'm on my podcast. His content's more of the chill stuff. It's not like this super intense like debate back and forth stuff like going at each other. So I feel like he's just like
Got it. I mean, he's there to just let them speak their piece anyway. So
yeah.
I get it. I wouldn't have debated her either. Like, also, what do you gain? Like, I often don't try and prove people wrong. I'll debate with you guys and stuff like that, but trying to prove people wrong, there's an ego thing to it that I just kind of let her think what she think.
Go on, Ian.
I do really want to know if he ever brings up money.
Why the fuck
He
is
tried
he
to.
complaining on social media then?
That's the $1 million question, isn't it?
Because honestly, he's the reason why you look bad. It looks like
Oh,
you're
wow.
a user. It looks like you're quote unquote a predator because of how he looks to be like a victim. Hey, I can't see my child. Hey, I know you all warned me, blah, blah, blah. And yes, I fell victim to it. And now I'm over here crying. Not saying you should feel bad for me, but the internet's going to feel bad for you. Because you know why?
What do you want me to do? You want me to go on there? You want me to do an Instagram live?
Do you ask
You
him?
did.
Of
Why?
course.
I know. Yeah, like, you did.
We have conversations.
Why the fuck are you acting like you're the victim when you wanted to be in this situation?
That's the $1 billion question.
PJ Washington's a comment on the video.
I've asked him that.
Akademiks video.
I've asked him that over FaceTime. We've had a lot of conversations And, you know, the reality is what we talk about in private will never be public. I have no desire to be like, I'm not
I had a
villain.
fucked up theory. And
Oh, let's fucking hear it. It can't be any worse than what you fucking have said already.
I've said this before. I'll just say it to your face.
Okay. Say it to my face.
PJ, if you're watching, cut this part off, okay? I thought he was a cash out option. I was like, yo, listen, you've been with way more, no disrespect to you, PJ. I told you to cut this off. You've been with way more litter people who are more successful in their respective fields. You know, he's a millionaire, grandest and third. But I felt that, you know, I always say about women, and tell me if I'm wrong. Maybe I'm just fucked up in my thinking. Maybe I need to change it. You're getting older, and you needed someone, and you probably always wanted to have a kid, right? And you were like, hey, listen, this is the person.
What up, Ethan?
Not necessarily cash out with, but
Big Ethan.
This is the one who will do this with me.
It's like really audacious of you.
How is it
Because
audacious? Like, that's what I was like. Does she not realize what she's done in the past? And just go play it again. Hold on. I don't want to rehash
I've
it.
always been in it for true love. I've been with men with way more money. And if I was truly an investor and trying to cash out so I don't have to work again, let me finish.
Definitely not picking.
I would have cashed out 5-6 years ago. Men with a lot more to
I
live.
thought everybody had you as a side chick. I'm gonna be honest. I thought everybody else had you as a side chick, and he listen. In a male community, we know the chicks that's like, yo, that's side chick pussy. And then we know the
he
dumbass
bold.
nigga who wipes up the side chick. And we're
I think he
like,
just
So
doesn't
what
care
makes me
anymore.
a side chick?
That Hennessy in that
Because
cup.
what? I'm beautiful. And
no,
what?
because
The way you
Play it. Just play. Just
everybody
play.
fucks but doesn't wife. That's the side chick.
correct.
Sorry.
So who have been side chick?
You
to?
wrote a fucking book.
Who have been a side? But I was never a side chick.
Well, when you write a
Well,
book about having
not
casual
Who was it,
Casual
John? You
sex
mentioned the
about-
last
I was
video.
like,
Who only
Lil
let
Uzi.
him, Lil Uzi, right?
He only
About
let her
that.
suck him up.
Did she actually write a book about being a side chick?
I don't think the book was about being a side chick. I think it was about
Them claims-
all the rappers she fucked,
We
all the
assume-
celebrities. Or
Like a
whatever.
tell-all book.
Oh,
Yeah, Kareem
shit.
Steffens wrote a similar book, but you know, we just call her Superhead.
We'll end it here because pretty much it ends with DJ Akademiks saying, and they didn't even claim you. They don't claim you.
Oh, we're on Tuesdays now, Ethan. Yeah.
Yeah. We're on
Brittany
Tuesday night.
Renner's,
You have chance
I
schedule.
don't know. I don't want to judge her. I'm not here to judge her. Let her. I'll just get this girl off my screen, please.
Any last points, Doc?
I kind of wish she would have brought up the past Instagram vids or whatever, those like reels that she did where
They're
to be
damning.
like-
She wouldn't do that. She was in full defense mode, and like John said, she was not addressing any of them because she didn't need the context. So the context are damning. Context is damning for her.
Yeah, because I mean, honestly, like at the end when she's just like, "I've always been in it for love. What makes you think I haven't?" And then he should have brought those up. And like, that's video. Like, I mean, maybe you were lying. Were you lying about those vids? And that's where you really would have gotten, I think, some truth out of her. But honestly, I think Carmen's just fucking her at this point.
Yo, you made it to the end. Really appreciate it. Thanks for watching Fake Deep Thinking. If you like the show, remember to like, comment, subscribe, and to share. We really appreciate everything and appreciate you. So take it easy. Peace.
Peace.
Have a good day.